Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, August the 12th. This is day 31 of my Colorado thru hike. And just leaving camp here. And today I'll start and hopefully finish segment 19, which is from Sawatch to Eddiesville. This segment is about 13.6 miles. It's about 2,239 feet up, 1,442 feet down. So yesterday morning at the beginning of the last segment, I met some hikers that I ran into probably on the end of the second segment. Beth and a new hiker that is coming back to finish the trail that he started last year, Nitro. And then Lori, who's was hiking with her dog Hope, who's now helping to support Beth. So we hiked together yesterday and then camped last night. I needed to get out early today. I've got to make up some miles. I've got to get to the trailhead so that I can try to figure out how to get a ride into Creed. I guess it's a very difficult trailhead. It's there's really no highway around there. And I think it's like a 3-mile walk to the highway or to the parking lot. So that's going to be extremely difficult to try to figure out. So I want to try to get there tomorrow, just as soon as I can, to make it a little bit easier to hopefully try to get a ride into Creed. So today I'm hoping to finish this segment 13.9 and then also maybe get a few miles into that next segment, because tomorrow I think is going to be a hard segment. So I'll check back in later. A couple miles into the hike, and you can see what the landscape here looks like. Just a lot of fields. I'm at mile marker 318, and it's going to be nice to get this meadow walk done before it gets really hot. This would be kind of miserable out in the afternoon sun. So hopefully at the end of the meadow down here, we go off into the woods again. But it's still nice and cool this morning, so it's nice to get this part done. A little over 3 miles from the camp this morning, and I'm going to stop here for a minute and pan. I think you can see the trail over there on the hill, which we'll be going to here next. But this has still been following this meadow. Probably it's going to be 5 miles maybe at least, unless it even continues past that. So definitely a section to do first thing in the morning when it's a little bit cooler. It's a little after 8, mile 321.4, and finally got out of the open field and into some aspens and a little bit of a climb. If there's any view at the top, I'll show you. Otherwise, I will be back soon. Good morning. It's about 8:30, segment 19 at mile 322. No real views at the top of that climb, which is a shame. Can't always have a view though. But it was a nice little climb. Got your definitely got your heart rate up, and getting ready to descend for a while. So I thought I would take a little picture of what view there is. First chore today is to go ahead and filter some water, and looks like we're heading down into that valley there. There's supposed to be a really good water source down there. There's also, I understand, a moose and a couple babies that keep an eye out for and try not to spook them. It's about 9:30 and just past the water source, and that's probably the best one that we've seen for probably 3 or 4 segments. It was really good, but unfortunately I didn't need water yet. I only used a half a liter, so there's another reliable water source about 2 miles away. So I figured by the time I get there, I'll be ready to filter some water. So right back out into a open meadow again. And probably going to be a hot afternoon for those coming behind me. Well, this is at mile 326, and we have a water crossing. I went upstream. It's actually right in the center of the video, and I went upstream here just a little bit and try to cross here and then go down and cross there. I took my shoes off and got my camp shoes on, so we shall see how this goes. Well, I made it across. That was unbelievably cold. Probably went up to maybe my knees. It was there's a strong current, but with the trucking poles and all, it helped keep you steady. So didn't fall, didn't lose anything, made it across. But now I need to warm my feet up so I can get my shoes back on. Well, so long water crossing. Glad I made it across okay. And the trail goes that way. It's about 11:20 in the morning and currently at mile 327. And that's the stream that had to cross earlier down there. So we kind of made our way up along a ridge here and then just walking a ridge here for a little bit. And then I think it's going to go back uphill here shortly. Clouds are already moving in. Wouldn't surprise me if we get rain. But only got 3 miles to the next, or to the end of this segment. So actually making really good time today. I think it was around 13 miles long. So I got about 3 more to go. And then I will go ahead and start on segment 20 and see how far I can get on that before it's time to start finding a camp. And that'll be that much less that I'll have to do tomorrow on Saturday to get into town. It's about 12:30 and about half a mile from the end of the segment, and walking through cow fields again. A lot of them here. Well, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am just leaving the Eddiesville trailhead. So that completes segment 19, and getting ready to go down and find the entrance for segment 20. It's a few minutes after 1 and just getting started on segment 20, so I thought I would give you some information on that segment. This one runs from Eddiesville trailhead, which I just left, to San Luis Pass. It's 12.7 miles long. Elevation gain is 3,104 feet, and then elevation down is 1,478 feet. So this one is probably going to be a harder one. It looks like, looking at the map, looks like it's like mostly uphill for like 9 miles. I don't know how steep it will be, or if it's just a gradual, continual 9-mile climb, but at any rate, I wanted to go ahead and get as far on this one as I can today, just to shorten that 12 miles so tomorrow I can get into Creed. I understand that Creed trailhead is just in the middle of nowhere. You have to walk 3 miles to a parking lot and then try to get someone maybe going into Creed to hitch a ride. So that should be interesting. And so I think the earlier I can get there tomorrow, the better. So let's move on. I was waiting to see which way the trail went and which one of those passes that we're going to be going over. I still don't know yet, but trails leading us down into that little canyon there. It's a little after 2 o'clock. I'm at mile 332.8 and been walking through this field with cows for miles, it seems like. But looks like the field is running out and getting ready to head into the woods. And then it looks like from a profile, that's where the actual climbing. This has been just a gradual increase since the trailhead, but I think the actual climbing will start up here and continue all the way to the top of the pass. I definitely won't make the pass today. Just too many miles to do before dark, and at 1 mile an hour, if it's 5 miles, it's 5 hours. So I'll probably be looking for a campsite once we get into the woods. It's almost 4:30, and I've actually been looking for a campsite for a while. The ones that were listed, I think I passed 3 of them now. I had no idea where the campsites was. They didn't look like campsites at all. So I'm hoping another mile, a little over a mile, there's another one listed. I'm hoping that is the one, because I will never make it up to the pass tonight. I think it's 4 more miles, so it's almost 4 more hours. It's almost 4:30, so it would be dark before I got up there. Good evening, everyone. It's about 7:15, and I wanted to go ahead and close out Friday, August the 12th, day 31. This is the view that I'm seeing outside of my tent tonight. Finally found a campsite here, and so basically, to recap today, I completed segment 19 from Eddiesville Trailhead for 13.6 miles, so that one's done. Also completed 7.1 miles of segment 20 from Eddiesville Trailhead to San Luis Pass. So looking up in front of me here is the pass that I'll go over tomorrow morning. Currently camped just underneath the pass, which we'll complete tomorrow. Tomorrow I have about 5.6 miles left to complete of segment 20, and then I'm off to Creed for a much needed 0. And let me walk up here. We've got another camper or hiker here too, so that's why I'm trying to be a little quiet. But I'll show you our campsite here. And there is mine. So that is home for the night. And this is our scenery. So we'll see you all tomorrow.